Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Jew coming to you another video reaction. I'm gonna be reacting to a video. The video is called 10 Failed Cartoons of 1991. Of 91. I'm gonna see if I remember any of these cartoons. This is made by a channel called The Review. So they have a lot of different videos on their channel that has I don't know, old shows and stuff, and it just talks about stuff. Different videos, different, content of things that were weird or different or did this or did that or were great or were bad or whatever. So, but yeah, before I get started on that, yes, I do comic book reviews, film reviews, video reactions, different things. Anything recommended, leave it down below and I will be reacting to it. So we'll go ahead and get started on this. We will.
1991 was actually a pretty good year for new cartoons. The birth of Nicktoons kicked off with two iconic series, Doug and Rugrats, along with the premiere of Ren and Stimpy.
So I watched all three of those cartoons growing up. Let me move to the side where there's just a TV. Yeah, so I grew up watching all three of them. I watched Rugrats, I watched Doug, and I watched Ren and Stimpy. My favorite out of all three was Ren and Stimpy, and Doug was okay. I think I like Rugrats a little better than Doug. Doug was okay though, and it'd be like you'd watch Sneak or you'd watch it in the morning, and these were some pretty iconic cartoons that all the kids liked. So yeah.
Iconic series, Doug and Rugrats, along with the premiere of Ren and Stimpy. 1991 was also loaded with cartoon one-season wonders, some featuring celebrities and sports stars like MC Hammer, Michael Jordan, and Macaulay Culkin. Some were downright horrible and others faced premature cancellation. Welcome to the review. Today we're taking a look at 10 cartoons that premiered in 1991 that didn't get a second season. Let us know in the comments below if you remember watching any of these. Number 10, James Bond Jr.
I actually remember this. I actually remember James Bond Jr. I mean, I remember that theme song. I remember the cartoon. I just don't remember. I just don't remember watching it. I mean, I watched it, but I don't remember much about the episodes. Like there was nothing that stands out to me to say, man. But when they played that theme right there, yeah, I actually remembered it. So.
James Bond Jr. No thanks. Ah, yes, Mr. Bond, James Bond.
The series follows the adventures.
I now I'm looking at some of the characters. I do remember the characters. Like this guy right here, he was like I want to say he was the tech head, and then that villain that had the little mouth. I remember that as well.
Of James Bond Jr. merchandise included 9 toy figures, a board game, 3 die-cast toy vehicles, 2 video games based on the series.
I do not remember the video games. I do remember the action figures. I did not remember the board game either. That video game does not stand out to me. I don't remember it. And we probably just didn't have the game because it says Super Nintendo and Nintendo. So I no.
For the NES and the Super NES, and had a limited 12-issue run with Marvel Comics.
Now that right there is the one that got me right there. I had no idea that James Bond Jr. had comic books with Marvel. And, my brother was the true comic book collector growing up. He had stacks of them, and this definitely did not fall into the hands of anybody in my household or any of my friends. So,
Number 9, Where's Waldo?
Oh, where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo premiered on September 14th, 1991 on CBS, also known as Where's Wally in the UK.
All right, so Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo was based off a very popular book. It's a book. It was like all the kids, my brother, I remember one of my brothers had the books. They would have them so kids would bring them to school. And basically what you're doing is looking for Waldo. You'd have it'd be like these pictures. It'd be like a collage of a whole bunch of stuff going on. You have to find Waldo. Where is Waldo? They used to be hard to find sometimes. And now that I'm looking at this, I remember somewhat of the cartoon, but I don't remember really care much about it. So that's crazy. The flashback is crazy.
Were produced before being canceled. It was a bold choice to base a cartoon on a book that really didn't have much of a plot in the first place. Whereas Waldo went beyond the book.
And that's fact. When you create a serious cartoon or anything like that based off a book without a plot, the personality is just going to be made up. You're just basically looking for him. So what are you doing here?
Number 8, Bucky O'Hare in the Toad Wars.
Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare! Mutants and aliens!
Oh my God! I remember this. I remember this. Yes. And then it says Marvel Production, bro. Like, that's crazy. Bucky O'Hare. What? I totally forgot about this.
1991, Bucky O'Hare in the Toad Wars was based on the comic book by Larry Hama and Michael Golden. The cartoon was meant to be the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles phenomena, with lots of merchandise.
Yeah, good luck on that.
The series ran for one season with 13 episodes. Galactic hero Bucky O'Hare and his brave crew battled the evil Toads. Number 7, Little Shop.
Little Shop. I guess this is based off of Little Shop of Horrors. But I don't remember this cartoon. No.
A boy who works in a flower shop is friends with a talking Venus flytrap named Junior. Junior sprouts.
First of all, that was not a Venus flytrap. That thing was too beefed up.
From a 200 million year old seed and has the ability to talk and hypnotize people.
Okay.
Number 6, Pro Stars.
Michael's prime is slab time. Pro Stars, Joe Stars, Wayne's hot, slab shot.
Oh, I remember this. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, and Bo Jackson. Yo, I do remember this cartoon. It was based off of the top stars that were back then. Obviously, Michael Jordan was one of them. Wayne Gretzky was the GOAT in hockey, and Bo Jackson was that guy in football and baseball. And yeah, I remember this. Yeah, so Wish Kid. I don't remember this, but let's see.
Macaulay Culkin was a hot property in the early 90s, with Home Alone eating up the tickets at the theaters. But as a home TV product, Culkin and Wish Kid did not fare so well, lasting only one short 13-episode season.
They were trying to use big names to
owned a baseball glove
sell
that had
cartoons.
been struck by a miniature shooting star.
I mean, nothing wrong with that,
but that enabled it to magically grant wishes if punched 3 times. It was, however, limited to use only once every week, and each wish would expire relatively short after it was cast, often at the most inopportune time. The character was modeled after and voiced by Macaulay Culkin, who would appear in a live-action prologue before the episode. Macaulay's real-life sister Quinn voiced his sister Katie. Well, number 4, Space Cats.
All right, yeah, I mean, there's some glimpses of memories of it, but I don't remember much of it. When you show me the Macaulay Culkin face on the screen, it kind of, I think I just remember it happening, but yeah. So again, Space Cats, it says Marvel and NBC production. So I keep seeing a lot of Marvel on these animations from the 90s. Like, what?
Released September 14th, 1991 on NBC, created by puppeteer Paul Fusco, who's most known for the TV show Alf. Fusco also voiced Captain Catgut. The Space Cats come from a planet called Triglyceride 7, ruled by a being named Dork, which stands for disembodied, omnipotent, ruler of cats. The Space Cats station themselves on Earth in an underground base with a garbage can as its only access.
I really try my hardest to think I remember this, but I don't,
A live-action segment is shown where various Space Cats are seen on duty.
Yes.
The animated segment is then shown where Captain Catgut sends the team of Tom, Scratch, and Sniff out to work.
Okay. Okay, so this part I do remember. I do remember this part. I don't remember, again, there's no specific episodes that stand out, but I remember this stuff going on right here. And then, after 13 episodes, we'll give you that, and then we will see what we want to do after that. If just 13 episodes don't hit, we're done. That's pretty much how it looks.
Number 3, Yogi.
Ever reach bail? If you want to outsmart a picnic table, you gotta outthink it. Don't stress.
Yeah, I definitely remember Yogi.
Yogi premiered September 14th on NBC.
Without a doubt.
13 episodes were produced before being canceled.
Again, 13 episodes were produced before being canceled. So I'm guessing that's probably how they did their contracts. They said, hey, we'll let you do 13, and then we'll decide after that.
This cartoon was the perfect example of don't mess with a good thing. Number 2, Little Dracula.
Little Dracula? Wait a minute.
Little Dracula premiered September 3rd on Fox Kids, based on the British children's book of the same name. Little Dracula is a green-skinned child vampire who aspires to be like his father, Big Dracula.
Honestly, I don't remember this.
Also enjoys rock and roll and
I have no
surfing.
recollection of this at all.
13 episodes were produced, but only 6 aired during its first run. However, in 1999, Fox Family reran Little Dracula, including 4 episodes that didn't air during the original run. The year Little Dracula debuted on Fox Kids, an action figure collection based on the characters hit store shelves, produced by Bandai. They each feature multiple points of articulation, several accessories, and a unique action feature. Igor's brain pops out when his arm is lifted. Vehicles of Little Dracula included the Coffin Car, Dragster, Easy Biter motorcycle, and Garlic Mobile.
I don't remember.
Little Dracula was canceled, and Beetlejuice took its time slot. Number 1, Hammerman.
Whenever there's a crime,
Let me just stop that right there. I do remember this, and I remember it coming out. I didn't like it. And even as a kid, I thought it was stupid. I just think they were doing too much. They were doing too much, like, if you're a fan of MC Hammer, it's like, I'm a fan of MC Hammer. We don't have to make animations of MC Hammer, so. But they tried.
His real name, owns a pair of magical dancing shoes that are alive and can speak. When worn, Burrell transformed into the superhero Hammerman. He frequently gets advice from his Gramps, who was a former owner of the shoes, and was known as Soul Man. While in the guise of Hammerman, Burrell was dressed in MC Hammer's signature hammer pants and a myriad of golden chains. Hammerman faced various social issues at the end of each episode. MC Hammer would speak to the audience and provide methods to address these issues themselves. They really should have made the giant genie hammer pants magical, rather than a pair of old shoes. Entertainment Weekly journalist Dalton Ross listed Hammerman at the top of his list, top 5 ridiculous things to be turned into Saturday morning cartoons.
I'd have to agree.
The show as idiotic. According to the MC Hammer episode of Behind the Music in 1997, this cartoon was considered the final straw for critics who accused Hammer of selling out.
I'd have to agree with that. That was awful. I couldn't stand it. But yeah, that'll do it for these video reactions of the 10 failed cartoons of 1991. I didn't realize that many failed in 1 year. But yeah, I remember pretty much a good portion of them. And I can see why now that I'm a full-grown adult on why these were bad. And yeah, so If you know of anything I should be reacting to, any videos, any top tens or whatever, anything similar to this, let me know down below, and I will react to it. All right, I will see you on the next one.